Michiko and Hatchin episode 3 like a frantic pinball. I definitely enjoyed this episode. It was a pretty cool one to see Michiko and Hatchin, especially Hatchin, kind of develop. Like Hatchin in this episode was definitely cool. We got to see her, when they went to like the fortune teller lady and she was super skeptical of her and like, don't waste your money on this and that. And then she, cuts her hair off when she goes to work for the guy in the Chinese food restaurant, which is like slightly racist, but like really funny. Just the way they had the guy speak, I thought was really funny, but a little bit kind of racist. But I guess that was kind of the point because it's obviously a really silly anime. But she cuts her hair and it's like, this is the new me. I'm gonna work hard. She works, the first day for free. We have to see her work the second day now for free because she doesn't have ID. But she's going through. She's trying to grow up and be strong and be her own person because she doesn't really want to be like Machiko. So she's trying to be herself and change and grow and get really strong and stuff. And so when the second and third people try to dine and dash, she chases after them. Then she freaks out about the fortune, and then she still goes through with it though, and it almost happens. But she goes through. The little rock actually ended up saving her. I mean, she hit the guy in the face and he just dropped the rock. He dropped the gun and everything and just freaked out. And then that led to probably one of my favorite scenes, and this was on Toonami, like the promo when it comes back from commercials, and the guy's pointing this gun at Machiko, and he's like, move out of the way unless you want me to put a hole in the tickle bitties. I thought that was just really funny, and then her reaction was even funnier. She just slaps him in the face like just nothing. She was mad at him, so I definitely loved that. I'm ahead of the episodes on Toonami because we had the 4th of July thing, and that's what I was watching it on, and I didn't realize that the third episode hadn't aired. I just happened to have it on demand as well as the fourth episode. But watching it was actually really cool because I got to see it uncensored. For the most part, at least some stuff, because the episodes, for whatever reason, even on demand, they're switched, so they're in the wrong order. But I got to hear the f bombs. I got to see like the little ending. It was like the actual thing where when anime go to commercials and it has the titles and stuff. So it was cool to actually see that. I got to hear the full ending theme song as well, which was pretty nice. But it was cool to have like some of the f bombs in there. It just made it a little bit funnier. Like in the last episode, they had f bombs, but on Toonami, of course, the f bombs are censored. But either way, it's still really funny to hear people say it. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked this episode. I love the drawing scene with Machiko when she was going around trying to figure out where Hiroshi was. And then she had the drawing of Hatchin, and it was like, it basically, honestly, to me, what I thought was she looked like a big-headed teddy bear in the drawing that she had. And it was so funny to me. And I love the second guy, because it was like, like, this is the reaction to the artist drawing of Hiroshi, and then here's the reaction to Machiko's drawing of Hatchin. And that second guy was like, sorry. And then it clipped, and it was just like, hi. And he was just flat out laughing in her face. I thought that was so funny, because everyone else kind of laughed and chuckled, but he was the only person they had where he was just like, ha ha. And it was just like laughing right in her face. So I really loved his reaction, because it was the same reaction I had, because it just looked so funny. Especially when they actually showed the full picture. So I was definitely laughing at that. And then she looks at him and it's like, no wonder everyone's being weird. They don't even look alike. And it was like, she doesn't even really look human. And it was just so funny. Like, she had basically like, it would be like this remote was her body. And then just a giant head and like two little, the pigtails. And it just looked so funny to me. And her head was almost like a triangle and stuff. And it just looked so funny. It was such a funny picture to me. But I really love that scene and how Machiko and Hachi kind of switch views on sort of the fortune telling lady, because Machiko, of course, was like all in. She bought like the dirt, the fingernail dirt or God's dirt, under his fingernails or something like that, and she bought the little pebble to keep Hachin out of trouble. And then by the end, she was like, "Well, you're still alive, so nothing happened." She was totally wrong, but Hachin felt like she was definitely right. Like, it changed. But for the most part, the fortune was still right. So I enjoyed that. That was pretty cool that they kind of switched. But this was definitely an episode for Hachin to develop as a character. And, she found out where her shoes went because I apparently just fell off of the thing after she had them rinsed off. And they just dropped down and someone stole them. So I really did like this episode. It was a cool jump for Hachin's character where she and I was surprised it happened so early. I didn't think that it would happen, but it's only 3 episodes in, and she actually cut her hair off. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's an interesting design change. Like, and it didn't happen very, very quickly. So I thought that was actually kind of cool that it took place so early on. I wouldn't have hated if it lasted. Her regular hairstyle lasted a little bit longer. I kind of admittedly liked the old hairstyle a little better. But I still think it was really cool for her character. That was obviously a huge moment. She was just like, screw this. She got mad at the guy. He's like, I have a daughter. She's way smarter than you, way more capable and stuff. And he's just being a dick to this little girl who, he's, having her work for free and stuff like that for 2 days. He's paying her half as much money. When he finally does end up paying her, he's going to pay her like $10 or whatever the actual currency was. So it was just funny, and she's like got the water running, and she's doing like the little martial arts moves towards the mirror because she's super pissed off. So I like that little scene as well. It was nice and funny, but it was definitely a good episode for her developing into a more mature character. She's obviously more mature than Machiko. She's the kind of like typical anime fashion. The adult is the more childlike person, while the child is the more adult-like character. But even with that, she has her insecurities, and this was an episode where she was trying to even beat those insecurities and become even tougher than she already is, and even smarter, and just overall a better her. So I thought that was actually really cool. I'm excited for the next episode to see where it goes. Actually, because the episodes are switched, I saw some of the next episode. But either way, I'm excited for it. I think this was a cool one, and it's they're still looking for Hiroshi, and I thought it was interesting with him being supposedly dead. I believe it's Hiroshi is the same name as the guy. I thought it was weird that she was looking for him and thought that he was alive, but maybe she's just hoping that he is. I guess it was because she believed in the fortune that she thought, oh, he's totally alive, but I think she's still kind of holding on hope that he is, even though it was kind of confirmed that he was dead. But for whatever reason, I thought it was kind of weird that she seemed so gung-ho about finding him, like, oh, he's going to be alive and everything would be fine, even though she heard, the news thing years ago in the last episode. So I don't know, it kind of threw me off, and it kind of makes me hope that there wasn't another episode that wasn't put in the thing. So I'm hoping they're actually doing the right episode, I guess, now. But either way, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Definitely had some hilarious moments, and I love the drawing scene, like I said, in the scene where the kid was like, I'll put a hole in those tickle bitties, and she just slaps him in the face. It was just really funny. Also, that boy, I could not tell if that was a boy or a girl, and that wasn't like anime, so it's just like they drew him, and it's just hard to tell. Just had an ugly face, just ugly face, and you couldn't even tell if it was a boy or a girl. So that was something else that just randomly caught my attention. But I want to know what you guys thought about the episode. It's getting super dark outside. But I want to know what you guys thought about this episode. So please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. And I definitely want to know what you guys think about Hatchin kind of changing a little bit in this episode and trying to become a stronger character. Because I was surprised it happened. Like I said, it's only the 3rd episode. I was surprised she even had a moment where she felt she needed to become so much stronger. But considering, the character that she came up against, where he's like, oh, you're basically stupid and useless and stuff compared to my daughter, who, for whatever reason, wasn't, working there. He wasn't supposed to let a kid work in general, so I guess that's why. But, then he wouldn't do that to his own kid, so I guess that kind of makes sense now. But I want to know what you guys thought about that, because I thought it was cool that she, yeah, I have to turn this down. I thought it was kind of cool that she, had that moment and she felt she needed to become stronger, and she had that little moment where she had to fight against the fortune and seeing the ocean and thinking like, I can't chase this guy down because I'll die. But she still fought through it, and she wanted to just become stronger, and that's why she chased the kids down to begin with, because she didn't catch the guy the first time when he ran out, when he did the dine and dash. So she was like, I'm gonna catch these kids because they did a dine and dash. I'm gonna make myself more capable. I'm gonna make myself more useful in general. So I really enjoyed it, even though I felt like it came super, super fast. But I still thought it was really well done, and I want to know what you guys thought about it. So like I said, please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.